It's not a good catch today. He's already breaking and missing hair, definitely missing guard hair, things that make our products sell. This isn't what you look for in a coyote and everything, but it's a trail set, and it did connect. And I'll hold it up. I got a CRP edge. A lot of CRP edges across the United States. I got a wheat field stubble. And what I noticed when I went to do this is I got a trail right on this outside edge. I didn't necessarily see coyote tracks. I just saw tracks. And they're running right along this edge out here. And to me, that's good enough for a good trail set. And I'm going to go ahead and put this coyote down, and we can go ahead and put in the trail set together. We'll do a remake of the set. But what a super way to come out here. Too bad the coyote's no good as far as the fur quality, but it's always fun to catch, to know that your equipment's working, knowing that you're on track of on your path. So we'll go and put this coyote down, and we're going to do a trail set along here, just as I would on my line. Okay, guys, I got the coyote put down, and I pulled my trap. Pan tension still good. As I walked down, I wanted to find another place a few feet away from that one. I'm not very far, only about 15 paces or so. But I got an obstacle here in this line, and I could either skip this whole area and go on down, but I did see where I have some tracks where they switch over from the outside furrow to one row in between the wheat stubble. So I really like it. They're telling me right where they want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and make this set and get going. Now the first thing I always do to blend my sets is I always use my steel sifter, and I want to go ahead and pull this over. I don't want to lose all this wheat. I am going to still use it. So I want this arm's length each way. So there I have that. I want to put it right on this point because they're telling me they're wanting to walk right here. To avoid that, so let's do that. I gotta admit, the dirt this year is just easy working. You get into the farm field that's been tilled, that dirt definitely works a lot better than pasture ground. You don't have the root systems. Pull back on it. Get rid of this stubble here a little bit. Don't need it. That trap's ready. I need to clear out a little bit more. Had a little bit blocking it. Half inch below ground level. When I first came out to Kansas, we were in a pretty big drought, and we were having to pre-drill our stake holes with hammer drills, half-inch masonry bits. It changes from year to year. I know in your part of the country it would do the same. It's 2018, and my heart really goes out to the folks, I guess you can say just basically east of Kansas City. It's been a tremendously wet year, a lot of frustration, and justifiably so. Again, I'm using landscape fabric. We're using lots of items. I have this made up and I'm going to use it. The last coyote walked right into it. There we go. Pin it down. My trap is solid. I'm just going to make sure that I have all of my I only want one soft spot, and that's where the trap's going to go off. There we go. So this is done. I don't need this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stick here where that lines up my trap where the dog is. So I put an identification before I cover it up, because it's all going to look the same here. All right. That's done. That's done. Let's go ahead and let's start blending it back. I'm going to leave some of the bigger bulk onto the side. Take your hand and wipe it out. Start away from your trap because you're already done. But this is where it really pays off. And just spread it out in front. So now my trail is blended, but I did open this up. So I want to take some of these. I'm going to take the time and poke a few of these right back into the ground to reestablish my row. Because that is exactly what made it happen. There's no reason to give them another open space to come to. They go in fairly quick, kind of like Lincoln logs. We're just reestablish what was already here. There we go. I want them to keep on the same path. Now with the rest of this extra stuff, I'm going to kind of build it up here. Kind of just make it look like it's really kind of fence them in. Let's do the same thing on this side. I don't really have to worry too much about this stuff because I do have this obstruction for them. Yeah, just build it up. They're already on the path anyway, so we got them nailed there. I know where my pan center is because I marked where the dog is. The wind is coming from the south in this case, back to the north. I'm going to go ahead and put my scat on the southern side so that the wind carries across it. I'm going to be about 8 to 10 inches. I'm not going to use urine here. Just going to use my gland lure. Smear a little bit of that out, 8 inches pan center. You see I even kind of covered it in the dirt. I'm going to put a little bit here on my scat. So basically the way the wind's going here, I have a south wind, and I also put some gland lure on the west side, knowing that that's the predominant wind in our area. So I have my set made. Didn't take me very long, and what's great about it is this set has nothing to do with a cattle trail a game trail or anything like that. It is a kind of a game trail, but I identified it in a crop zone type of thing. I do this whether it's cornfields, soybeans. I do this all the time. I utilize what I believe is the path that the animal is on. And if you want to catch the entire family on these types of deals, and this is a great way to do it. We know these animals are running this edge. So let's just say that I think that maybe I have 5 or 6 coyotes running this edge. I could have a couple sets further back. I could put a single set here like I am now. Go about another 100 yards, give them another couple sets in another unique location. Maybe it's another drainage, or you got a log that's laying over with a bunch of brush or something along that line. But you can put anywhere from 2 to 6 sets all along their travel route, even up to a mile if you understand how that goes. Maybe even have 12 sets out. The thing is, then you're starting to get into multiple families, and you got these nice edges that it really pays off. So catching the entire family or the entire pack is your quickest way to get more coyotes into your area, to make it more productive, and for these things to snap, snap, snap. Just keep on catching coyotes. This is just a one and done type of spot. I know I'm going to connect on it just like I did on the last animal right here. Let's keep putting these types of sets in. They're an easy set. It didn't take me any time to put it in at all. So a lot of fun doing these, really easy. And this ground was easy to work with. Imagine if you had hard ground, how much easier it'd be to do this than a big old dirt hole set.